right, now we're here in the water. Out here, got launched out. Show you around the boat a little bit. Okay, we've got, there's our fish finder. I don't want to set it, but there's some settings that need to be done on there because that's not going to tell you much. And let's see here, menu. Oh, it does have maps here. Zoom out. I don't think that's fixed yet because that's not here. Let's wait for that. It's got that little mirror here we can see behind us. All right, let's give it a trim down. Okay, the motor's all the way down. Swing you around here. And we will give this a run. Adding a little throttle there. No tachometer, so we don't know exactly where we're at tach. But we'll see here. Going through some waves there. Breaking another boat's wake. Show you the back there. Okay. On plane here, we're not going real fast, but it doesn't feel like that because we got the whole top on. I'm inside right now, and it's nice and warm and dry and cozy. You can fish this boat year round. Okay, going into a turn here, and let's open it up here. We're gonna go hit our wake here. We're gonna hit our wake in just a second. Go. Okay, speeding it up. Here we go. That's 22 miles an hour. Sorry for the dizziness. 23. 25. 26. We're really scooting now, going across the lake. That's full throttle right there. Looks like we're tapping 27. Full throttle and we're hitting about 28 miles an hour with just myself in it here. Ripping right along. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into a turn. You can see here too, we're getting to where we got a few more bumps in the water, so put it into a nice hard turn. That was a 22 mile an hour turn. It didn't slip out at all. It's quite good. Shred some water here. It does good into the waves. Actually, not too bumpy. Actually. Alright, steering wheel, it does like to turn a little on its own, it's locking in there. We are running in the wind too, but it needs to turn a little bit to the right. You unload it. Nothing, doesn't take much to hold it. Okay, pulling off plane. Alright, here today we have a 2019 Alumaweld Talon. This is a 17-foot hull on a Rogue trailer. Let's start here at the beginning and we'll show you more about it. First, starting out here, we have a 2-inch ball here. So you have a 2-inch with a flat 4 connector. Pretty standard. Heavy duty strap on here. The winch. A big here bow roller right here. So that should be pretty easy for you to hit. It does come with a spare tire, a galvanized wheel as well on there, a swing away jack. And if you'll notice too on the Rogue trailers, they're welded. They're not bolted together like an Easy Loader trailer or another brand. they weld all these before they galvanize the whole trailer, which makes it have so many less issues with the bolts and things, because on those galvanized other trailers, they're bolted, but those are zinc coated, so they still rust like crazy. Whereas if you're welded and then coated in the galvanization, then it's not going to give you that rust and corrosion on those places. So you'll notice that through the trailer here. Going down the side, I don't see really any damages on the hull here. Looking down it, there's really not, not really many marks. There's a little mark there, a little tiny scratch there. It's been touched up, I see. Yeah, they've touched it up there. A couple little ones there. There's some old barnacle stuff here. You can see on the bottom of the boat, there's a few spots where this has been in the water and moored for a little time, but it's not bad at all. It's been cleaned up really good. While we're up front here, I'd like to show you how much room you have up here. This is so open. I really like it. A lot of boats, they'll close in this front. They keep it open on the Alumaweld, and it affords a lot of space inside here. Plus, this has the bigger walk-through as well, so you can open up this door and the top door when you're coming out, giving you more space, less steps to get up onto the bow of the boat, which is great because you have a big Minn Kota up here. This is a power drive, 45-pound thrust. This is a remote controlled, so you can drive it from anywhere in the boat. Pretty sweet setup, but getting up here to deploy that, piece of cake with that. Also too, you've got a little seat up front here, up top here, so you can do a little bit of bass fishing out the front, or if you're out in the ocean, you do a little bit of jigging out the front too. So really cool setup there for fishing. Going forward, the top, the condition on this top is really quite good. It doesn't look like this has spent much time outside. The side plastics are clear. They look pretty new. So they do look really clear. You got a little bit of tarnishing on the buttons, but nothing much at all. Not any bubbling around the paint. Really good condition that way. I do know this has been in the garage for most of its life. Going back here, we've got vault hubs here. So these are maintenance-free hubs and really good quality ones. And then we've got galvanized. We've got the side chine guides here, covered in UHMW plastic to make it so that they slide on better and they can't damage the side of the boat. This boat does have a crab davit here as well, and this is a Discovery Bay 2-piece. These are really nice setups here with some support here to keep it up. So there's your crab davit there, and the cleats, LED lights on there. And another feature I'd like to bring out too is it's all the way painted, all the way down to the bottom. If you know aluminum boats, as the aluminum gets in the water, it starts to get a dingy, darker color. Well, this does not do that with the paint all the way down. So you've got a good, clean paint job all the way down. We've got a 50-horse Yamaha on here. Pretty low hours, just a little over 200. There's a gauge inside here we can look at. We do have an easy troller. Looks like the prop here has some wear on it from some sand. Probably got into some sand a little bit on the skeg here too, but it's still not too chipped up or anything. It's still pretty smooth, so you're in good shape that way. Let's see, moving along here. Transducer here mounted on the transom for the fish finder. Again, on the starboard side here, really no damage, really quite clean. Here, I don't see much at all for damages there. We've got a windshield wiper here on the starboard side. And let's hop inside. We do have a track system here for the rod holders, so those will move forward and aft on there. And I like how they make a little flat area here out of the well, so this is utilizable space, basically a seat back here, or if you're stepping in and out of the boat, makes a great place for that. So that's nice that they've moved that and utilized that instead of just keeping the trough going across. So some rod holders here in the back. We got the backdrop, so we're fully enclosed. That'll extend your season really nicely, so you'll be able to use this boat really year round. Of course, depending on where you're going, you have to have water, not ice. But also 2 bench seats, big wide bench seats in here. Going inside, all of the seats in this boat are big. My gosh, Like this, each bench seat here you have, this is wide. You can get your honey next to you too. Big seats, swivels on here. Love swivels, because swivels make it so you can get in and out of your seat. A lot of people don't realize they want the locking swivels. No way. When you're underway, you can hold on. But when you want to get out to grab a rod, bam, I'm up and I'm in. That's why. You don't want to try to find a handle and move it. Swivel seats are amazing. Okay, going to the main, which does lock. I don't even know, this one needs it less because you actually have something to hold on to better than the other. But anyhow, we've got some stuff. We got a Mark IV, Lowrance color screen, GPS unit. We've got our wiper, bilge pump. Let's see, accessory switch is probably that. We got the RPM switch to turn up and down. I'll have to see if that's rigged when we go in the water test. There, compass up front here. Side shifter here, pretty straightforward there. And then there's also a stereo rigged up aftermarket here underneath, as well as our battery right there for the bow mount. And a mirror, a reverse mirror, backup mirror.